a boy who has lived. I call myself a liver. I thought I was Kylie Jenner. I thought I'll put it up and the internet will break and like the site will go live and everyone will be buying t-shirts and like, you know, in my mind there'll be a digital war of There were like 3 souls. Her Instagram, I thought it was Badalgiri because I would read it as one word and I've been reading it as Badalgiri, and I like me in every version of me. And that's something I actually learned from Kareena Kapoor also. Food in the north being just amazing. The food in Punjab it has a different taste. Like they put something like tasty molecules.
Who is always energetic?
I want to say Ananya Pandey. I know many times if I've had a party at home and the party is not picking up, but then Ananya Pandey shows up and people are just excited to see her. She's excited to be there because like I said, if Ananya is coming to a party, she comes.
Who do you think throws the best house parties?
I would like to say Tara Sutaria, an unexpected answer.
Oh, wow.
Suzanne Khan. If Susie has a party, I am not missing that party. I can't because I have things to do and places to be and a life to live. One day I will tell my grandkids, you know, there was an Orry Express and 40 beds on this bus and you know, and we'll all be there and we'll reach Spiti Valley and I'll make this reel with all of them and I'll be like, ye mein hai, aur ye mera bus hai, aur yahan hawi ho gaya hai.
Sometimes for a good life, all you need is some good vibes. But ये good vibes है क्या? Good vibes is all about finding the right place, the right people, the right mood, and the right things to do. And to share and spread those good vibes with us, we have someone really special. He's a real hard worker who's currently working on himself. He rules the social media with the strategies coming out of his relevance room. The celebrities love him, the paps love him, and the fans are going crazy for him. He's someone who's living the dream life that we all wanted to. Please welcome the ultimate liver, Orry. Hi Orry, welcome to the show.
How sweet, thank you Roman. That was such a cute introduction.
Thank you.
Like I went from tired to so energetic just hearing that. And I'm blushing also on the show. And I'm excited.
The show is all about good vibes. So what is good vibes for you?
One place that we got a lot of good vibes from was your social media. Especially your the way you design the thumbnails.
Thank you.
The way
you so much.
You write the captions, they're so catchy, and even your bio.
Thank you.
When talent doesn't work
hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Yeah.
It's
it just stuck with us, and we were like, yeah, man, that's true.
My mom had written that and pinned it on those bulletin boards that you have in your house, and I was a little kid. Right. So me and my brothers have grown up reading that. We never understood it. We were like, is she calling us talentless? And therefore telling us to work hard because she's confirmed you all have no talent, but remember, you can work hard. And it took me really long to understand what she meant.
Yeah.
But then with age, you kind of understand that statement. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And I live by that, and it's brought me to where I am.
Right, golden words. I think this quote can take you a long way. So, as we mentioned, the show is about good vibes. You get a lot of good vibes from the right people in your life. Who would you say are these people in your life that always give you good vibes?
I feel at this point in my life, if you are in my life, you're someone who's been giving me good vibes. Like, even if you were someone who was negative that I was forced to be around, let's say like a classmate or someone you're sitting with in school or someone you have to work with, I feel I've mastered the art of, taking that negative energy and putting my negative energy into that, and negative makes a positive, and now there's like a good vibe between us. So I'm good at maneuvering and understanding the other person, which is a skill of its own, to be able to understand the person you're with and, be able to walk around them if you need to get to a point where the relationship has a balance. So today, if you see anyone in my life, I have good vibes with that person. I don't keep toxicity around me.
Yeah, once you start understanding who you are, you understand what kind of people you want to be around with as well. And as you know, celebrities, they face a lot of these things, when they're partying. A lot of people, they don't really understand that they might be in their own space. You think there might be some etiquettes that these fans could follow when they're around celebrities or something?
I feel if you're a fan and you're at a party and you have the opportunity to be at a party with a celebrity you like or someone you're a fan of, there are certain cues that you can follow to maneuver your way. First, try and read the person, see their energy, look if they're in a social mood, if they're open to meeting someone or whether they're closed, try and read their body language, see the smile on their face. And according to that, make your move. And sometimes it's better to just go and be direct and say, hi, I'm so sorry to disturb you. I'm a really big fan. I would really love a photo and I loved you in this. Give them that extra compliment. A celebrity is also a person. Don't take away their time and bother them. But also don't disrespect them by just coming and saying, hi, can I have picture? And then walking away. And don't disturb them in the... See, I'm someone who is a fan and also today a celebrity. I am both.
Exactly.
So you will find me disturbing people for pictures, but you'll also find people disturbing me for pictures. So I kind of get it. But one thing that I find when I'm playing the celebrity avatar that I find that really bugs me is wrong place, wrong time. Like if I'm in the airport and you can see it's like 3 in the morning, I'm tired and I'm pushing my trolley and you come and bug me in a very buggy, like I will, like we can snap, and it's bad. That did happen to me once and I felt so bad. But that wasn't the time and place. Or you could, like, you know, smile from a distance, give that energy to the person, that there's warmth kind of, you project it, figure out how to do that, and then maybe walk up. Don't just attack the person. I've been attacked at many parties and I don't like it. So I also try not to attack when I don't know the person or not to, you know, whatever. And another thing that I really don't like is that I find really annoying is when the person pretends they don't know you and they're trying to be cool. I'm not going to give you a photo. Respect me and my hard work. Whether you've seen me on my reels or my interviews, respect that and come and say, hi, Orry, I am a big fan. I love this reel you made. Like, a lot of times when people tell me they're a fan and they're like, I love your reels or your videos, I always say, which one? Because I want to know, are you really a fan? Or are you but that's me. But again, to a celebrity, it doesn't hurt if when they're giving you the picture, I just loved your work in this movie. I just loved your role here. I love what you said here. I loved your fashion sense. That quick compliment does not hurt anyone, you know? A compliment hurts who? Don't steal their time with 100 compliments and non-stop like chattering.
That's so true. So when talking about parties, we see you at a lot of parties and, you know, we love the fact that, you know, that you're living that life. So there are certain types of people that you see at every party. Right? Who would you say in your life are these certain types of people? I'll give you a title. Maybe you can tell us who is that type of person. Someone who is always energetic. Whatever time of the party, whatever kind of party, the person is always energetic.
I want to say Ananya Pandey. She will not come to a party if her energy is low. If she's tired or she's not feeling it or she's not in the mood, she won't come. She'll be like, Orry, sorry, not coming, or no, not going to see you tonight. But if she comes with the attitude that she's going to be fun and bubbly and be a life, like a glowing life of the party. And I know many times if I've had a party at home and the party is not picking up, but then Ananya Pandey shows up and people are just excited to see her. Star presence is a thing. And she's excited to be there because, like I said, if Ananya is coming to a party, she comes. She's coming and she's coming to come. And yes, she's bubbly and she's cute and you know, she doesn't have sass and attitude, so she's talking to everyone and everyone's talking to her. I know, like, I've introduced many people to Ananya and no one has ever said she's those snooty Bollywood girl. I've never got that feedback. The other day, my illustrator, who, you know, you said my reels and my thumbnails, he's this sweet guy from Aurangabad who does all my artwork. So I told him, I was like, you know, why don't you come to Bombay for a weekend? My friend's having a party, come for the party, spend one day, do dinner with me. We talk every day about work, get to know me, join my life that you've been drawing for so long. And I was actually at Ananya's house before we went to the party and I told her, Ananya, my illustrator's coming. He's from another city. He's never been to a party like this. So just be a little friendly. And I told all the friends that. And the minute he came, Ananya was like, oh my God, Sid, so nice to meet you. I've seen all your thumbnails. I love your thumbnails. When you make the thumbnail with me in it, you better make me look the best and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, she's given that attention. All the bubbles that have come out of her have gone. And you know, for a sweet boy from Aurangabad who's come for the first time to a party like this, to meet an Ananya Pandey, you have to understand, this is not Bombay city where you can see her maybe having coffee or at the gym. This is coming from completely out of this world. And she doesn't owe it to me to be nice to my illustrator. Chalo, nice, civil. She doesn't owe it to me to give that extra mile of friendliness, that boom of energy. And he was quite shy at the party, you know, he didn't know anyone. You know, someone from a different city. And in the end, of course, he had a great time. But it's so nice to see someone who you would think Ananya Pandey, that stature, like, movies, TV shows, big screen, OTT, Netflix, brand deals, international brand deals, but yet like the bubbliness that came off was so, it wasn't a fake bubbliness. Anyways, but she really brings that energy and the energy continues all night. There's no switching off. She doesn't get fake. It's not like she's saying, hi, nice to meet you, and then turning around and like is a different person. No. You know, like she'll do all of that and go forward continuing like that.
She's real and her energy is also real.
Her energy is very, sometimes I think I'm energetic and then I see Ananya, I'm like, babe, like, you know.
Am I really energetic?
Am I energetic or you energetic?
I want to get those wings too.
Yeah.
So, who would you say is the loudest in during your parties?
There are people who are like loud at a party. Like let's say like Ranveer Singh, his dressing sense is loud.
Yeah.
When he enters the room, you turn and you hear him, or he has a boombox in his hand. I've not experienced that many times, but Ranveer is a cool guy at a party. If you're around him, it is about him. He commands that attention.
Right.
He knows how to, and everyone around him is dying to give him that attention. Sara Ali Khan is also loud. She wears the colors. She does the funky nails. She has the funky bags. You know, the quirkiness comes with loudness. I don't know anyone who's loud vocally. Like neither of them are saying woo, but but when they enter, you know they've entered.
Yeah. Right. And who would you say is the quietest at these parties?
Quietest at a party. I want to say Navya is the quietest at the party. Sometimes Navya will come and go, and I didn't even know she came. I'll see it on the pap picture the next day. I was like, Navya, did you come? I didn't see. And she'll come and she'll have her sweet fun, and then she'll leave also early.
Right.
At least from my recent past experiences. Yeah, that's about it.
Right. And is there someone who's always flirting?
Me. Yeah. I'm always flirting. I'm too flirting with the wall, I'm flirting with the plant. The other day I was accidentally flirting with someone's mom because one of my friend's moms was alone at the bar, so I was like, let me give her some attention. Flirting with this auntie. And then I was like, anyways, how come you're here? Like, she's like, oh, I'm just so-and-so's mom. And I was like, oh, their mom, I thought you were their sister. And she was like blushing, and I was like really enjoying with this auntie at the bar. It made her night, it made my night. Yeah,
it's like that. Flirting is like healthy like yoga. I think it's the dialogue from Ye Jawani Hai Diwani.
I don't know about all that, and I don't believe in like yoga and meditation and stuff, but like I'm flirting for my enjoyment. Like I'm having fun. I do flirt in the comment section of Instagram. I'll find some random person, I'll start flirting in their comments.
Oh wow.
Yeah, openly.
Openly.
Yeah. 5 in the morning to 8 in the morning is my comment on Instagram.
I think we'll have to
Every morning, like I'll start getting messages from people saying, what have you written? Why have you used random person's Instagram? You're just writing things, and it's okay.
Right, I think we need to research your comment section now.
It's very easy to find.
Right. So talking about these right people in your life, we have some memories of yours from your social media, and we got a little sneak peek with these pictures, but we think there is a story behind it.
Okay.
Maybe we can get to know about these stories from you. This is the first picture.
Okay.
I think you and Ibrahim were twinning.
Yeah, we were twinning. We were in Goa. This was during COVID. Towards like the opening of COVID. And Aaliya had invited us to her house or wherever she was staying for like dinner with 2-3 of her friends. And we took this picture, and it's really funny because we were in Goa. So no one looks like this in Goa. Goa's hot and Goa's humid, and there's lots of moisture in the air, and you're sweaty, and it's sticky, and we look very polished here, but in real life, we all look like raccoons. Like, you're like, and then I sent the picture to Aaliya saying, Aaliya, saying, we took this picture, the three of us. It's so cute, like, matching, you're in the middle, like, it looks like a movie poster. And she's like, Orry, there's no way you're posting that. I look like a bloody pigeon. And when I looked at the picture, I was like, you're not wrong, babe. Because the original picture is not how we looked in real life on a normal day. We were in Goa, like, frizzy hair, like, glossy, over sweaty skin. And so I've really gone ham on the picture and like edited and like and yeah, that was the story behind this picture.
Yeah, lovely. What a lovely story, and what a
I've really sat and polished that picture.
When you're talking about Goa and parties, I think some of the best parties are happening in Goa right now. When you travel to Goa, what are some places that you always ensure that you should visit?
I just would not know, because I was in Goa so long ago in COVID, and after that I've been to Goa just once more.
Oh.
Me and my best friend Tanya Shroff, we had gone together, like Vedanta had his work there, so he was there, and our other friends were there, and Tanya and I have shown up, and Urfi was there, so we found Urfi and hijacked her and taken her to the club in the W, and it was this amazing time we had. Then our other friends joined us, and yeah, it was really fun. And at that time, I just introduced Urfi to my friend circle, and a lot of them were like very like, in two minds about Urfi. They'd only seen her on Instagram, and I was like, no, this girl's a cool girl. I vouch for her, and they all loved her. Oh, wow. They have all become her friends separately, or me to the extent that they're chatting with her, and I have no idea there's a friendship. I've gone to my friend's house, and Urfi's there. I was like, oh, hello. I love her. So I was like, happy to see you, but I just didn't know that, a tree had grown out of this seed that I planted. And that was one night, and the next night we were at my friend Vedant's event, and that was really fun, of course. And that was Goa. Other than that, I don't really remember in COVID which places we had gone to or not.
Who would you say is your favorite person to gossip with?
Favorite person to gossip. Okay, so what happens is when you invite me to a party, everyone's always known this. It's never been Orry. It's Orry plus like 5.
Yeah.
And I always come with like 5 friends or 5 this or 5 that, but usually it's 5 minions. And my favorite people to gossip with are my minions, because people tend to overlook the fact that they're there. And as a minion, you get uninterrupted access to the things I'm at, because I come with my little minions. So they are actually sprawled at the party and they're having a great time. They all think they're different versions of me. You know, I call them Orry 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, infinity. They actually think they are Orry. And recently they've been acting like Orry to Orry. So they throw the attitude at me that I'm meant to throw. It's very weird and complicated. But anyways, my favorite people to gossip with are them, because they will be at the party and people will just overlook they're there. So people will be minding their own business, doing their thing, but the minions will be Orrying and eavesdropping on everying. And so at the end of the night or the next day when we meet to debrief, they'll be like, you know, so this one did this and this one did this, and I was just there. You know, like a fly on the wall, just sitting there, like the chipkali you can't get rid of, and they know everything. They have their eyes, their ears, and I've never told them to do this. They're just doing it, they're just enjoying, and then they bring it all home.
All right. Who is your favorite person to shop with?
I don't shop with anybody.
You like to shop alone?
I'm a quick shopper, and I can scan the room very well. Like I can enter a store and I'll do zoom, and I've seen everything. I know what I want, I know what I don't want, and if I want something, click, click, it's gone. I've bought it. I don't debate, should I get it, should I not get it. I know in a month I can spend X amount on shopping. I don't go over that because I like to I'm a numbers person.
Right.
I am a businessman at the end of the day. If you spend all your money, you'll have no money. So in a month, I assign this amount for this and this amount for this. So I can enter a store and do a whole vasuli, and I know in 2 minutes exactly what I want, don't want, and I'm done.
Right,
That's
and I would agree with that because we love your fashion sense.
you.
I personally love all your looks.
Thank
I'm a fan of how you keep changing your hairstyles, hair colors. You keep switching those. I think that's very cool. I always wanted to do. Not just me. I think a lot of people they want to keep switching their looks. They just I feel are a little more conscious about their looks.
I was told once when I was young and my hair curls, like it gets big and I cut it short, and someone was like, "Oh, Orry's gonna have a new personality now," and I was like, "What do you mean?" And my friend was like, "Yeah, every time you change your hair, you change your personality with it." So I was like, what an interesting concept, because it's true, because when I had long hair and you're flipping and you're feeling like that, when you're short hair and I've had a buzz cut and I've had this and that, and personality does keep changing with your hair. I mean, not drastically, maybe not, but it does. And so I was like, how freaking cool. And I call myself a liver. What does being a liver mean? It means you've lived. You're a boy who has lived. I've collected experiences. I can't be like 50 years old and be like, I've never colored my hair red, because then I've not truly lived, because living means you've collected those. You've experienced almost every experience. I say I'm a liver because when something happens in life and I'm giving advice or I'm saying something, it's because I'm speaking of experience. I always tell people my experience is a bit my education, right? And so I want to experience the different Orrys that come out to me with these different, in fact, like yesterday my fade was this and today it's this. In one day I've just changed that a little bit. And when I was in boarding school, there's this guy called Narain. Really cool guy. And I wasn't that confident then as I am today. I've really grown. It's just like it's a mind game. Confidence is the key to success or to looking success. Confidence is the key to looking great. The other day someone said, "Oh, I liked your long hair." Or someone's like, "I really liked your buzz cut." I was like, "It's fine, babe. I like me in every version of me." And that's something I actually learned from Kareena Kapoor also, because I was watching some interview of her where someone asked her, her pregnancy weight, or whether, I think, which is that movie, she was size 00, Tamash, Tashin. She had done some item dance and she was size 000, double zero. She looked like a gazillion bucks. I mean, she always does, but wow. And then I think someone had asked her about her pregnancy, and Kareena said, I've liked myself at every weight. And we all know Kareena has really, she never looks bad, and she never looks like she thinks she looks bad. So she really has truly loved herself at every look, every hairstyle, every this. I mean, she is Kareena Kapoor. She's not the average looking person at all. But yet, to you are you. So you can feel chubby, you can feel skinny, but I loved that line when she said, I've loved every version of myself. That was like, I'm stealing that from her personality. I'm going to love every version. When I gain weight, my face is chubby, my looking cute. I've loved every version of myself.
Yeah, you definitely did. And what a great way to tell our audiences also that the confidence should come with it. You need to feel that, you're confident and you're going to look good. So, talking about good vibes, another way to get good vibes is from a particular place.
Okay.
So many people go to the beaches, many go to mountains, to get those good vibes. Do you have a particular place where you go to for good vibes?
who goes to a place that doesn't give them good vibes, right? Like recently I went to Kodaikanal, I went to boarding school. Great vibes, but I can't keep going back to Kodaikanal. I spend half my time in the UK and I take these 3-hour walks every day because it's a walking city, you can walk in London. I go to the park and great vibes, amazing, wow. I live in town and every day I drive to Bandra, to Pali Hill, to the gym because I need that 1 hour drive to the gym, the 1 hour drive back, like I need that.
And you mentioned the Orry party.
Yes.
We were really excited to, be a part of it as well.
Yes, thank you. That's how we met, technically. Yeah.
So, how did the party go?
The Orry party was a complete success, a phenomenal masterpiece, if I may say so myself. And even if I don't say so myself, the numbers say it because we were sold out.
Yeah.
So when I told Kim Sharma from Dharma, I think she is the VP or EVP or something from a DCA.
Right.
Okay. So I told Kim, I was like, Kim, this is the project I've had on my mind for really long and I've always wanted to execute it. I want to have an Orry party because I'm known for being at parties. People like taking pictures with me at parties and meeting me at parties. And my fans keep writing to me saying, we want to meet you at a party. Even if you're not my fan, people say, we want to party with you. And this is something I feel people want. And it's something I want to do where I have everyone in my t-shirts and my emojis. Let's test it. Let's see if the fans will put their money where their mouth is. And so we planned this Orry party, and credit where credit's due, Kim actually planned it A to Z. Of course, I was the one there doing the activity, but there was a lot of planning that Kim and team did, making the t-shirts, selling the tickets, setting up the website, and so the Orry party. To enter the party, you had to buy a ticket. The ticket was a t-shirt. So you had to go online, buy the Orry t-shirt, it comes home, you wear the t-shirt, you get into the party. And I was like, I'll be so happy if we just sell 100. If we sell 100 tickets, I can tell people 100 people came. It sounds like a lot. And I'll be so happy if we sold 100. And the day we put up the thing and I put a story, I thought I was Kylie Jenner. I thought I'll put it up and the internet will break and like the site will go live and everyone will be buying t-shirts and like, in my mind there'll be a digital war of tech. There were like 3 sold. And I was like, shit.
Right.
But this was like weeks before the party. And then I realized like, no, I'm not. One, reality check, I'm not Kylie Jenner. 2, no, this is India. People buy things closer to time. People also like buying things the day of. Right. So leading up to the party, sure, we had sold from 3 to 6 to 10 to 20 to 30. Like, as the party was approaching, the graph kept going up. And at some point we passed 100. So I was very happy. At some point we passed 200. I was very happy. And I was like, wow, because Kim had always said, and I was like, Kim, I'm so nervous, I'm nervous. So she was like, Orry, no, I believe the party will be a success. I was like, how? The numbers aren't showing it. And she was like, no, but I believe in the celebrity of you and I believe that you are loved and I know people will come and I'm not worried. The team's not worried. No one is worried, but I was like, it's my face that will flop. I'm worried. And she was like, relax, relax. But she kept saying, every day promote it. Do things to promote it. Just promote it. That's all you can do till the party. I had people coming from like Pune and Hyderabad and Bangalore. There were 8 people on the 4 a.m. back to Bangalore. I was really, really touched by that. Like that touched me and I touched everyone. And I told everyone, if you went to this party, you will not just get a picture and my time. I gave everyone my time. I had a stamp. So if I met you, gave you my time, gave you not just a picture. I would ask each fan, are you happy? So you got your picture. If I had to make a reel with you, I made the reel. And then I said, are you happy? And if they said, I'm happy, I stamped them. So I know I've met them and I've done whatever. And if they wanted to come back, great. But I will prioritize the people I haven't met. I think there was only one person I didn't meet, this guy from Bangalore named Raghav. And he wrote to me saying I was so shy. And I was like, why? The point was to not be shy.
Right.
So weirdly, when I went to Bangalore recently, I was on a trip. I messaged him saying, I'm in Bangalore. I'll be at the airport at this time if you want to meet me outside. But he didn't reply till very late. But I will catch him at some point and give him that picture that he bought to attend the party. But yeah, and the content that came out was wild and the party was great. If you watch the videos, I was in the party with the fans. At no point did I leave them. I said, my promise was I will party with you and I did. I wasn't on some table at some elevated level looking down on the DJ booth. I was on all these places, but I was in the party. That was the Orry party. You bought the experience to be with me.
Exactly, and what a lovely experience. So talking about these memories also of yours, we want to know the story behind some few pictures. So this is another picture. You and Rihanna.
Okay, this is me and Rihanna, bad gal Riri. My whole life.
Dream,
For Instagram,
goals.
I thought it was Badalgiri because I would read it as one word and I've been reading it as Badalgiri and of course I knew who Rihanna was. So I was wearing these giant dandelion earrings because my outfit was this giant mosquito, dragonfly, Rahul Mishra outfit. So I'd worn these big earrings to go with the outfit. Have you seen them?
Right.
These giant crystal dandelions. she was performing on stage and I was recording her the whole time. And when she came off stage, she was like, "I've watched your earrings the whole time." I was like, "You have?" And she's like, "I had my eye on them." And I looked at my friend, I was like, get the camera on. He took the camera on. I was like, "Babe, take the earring." She took the earring, and at some point she lost the earring. And so she came back for the other one. And so then I actually pinned it on her dress over there. And what a moment that was, really, for bad gal Riri Badalgiri to come and take my earring right off my ear.
Yeah. And I think it's a dream for a lot of
Oh, and
people.
Shania Kapoor in the background, I didn't even realize that. But yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But you know, in life, many times I think of things that happen to, like when things happen to me, they're so normal, like I'm not so like by it, but then people are like, you do realize that's abnormal. I'm not saying this was not normal. On the scale of normal, this was like up here. But I've also met Travis Scott, and that was abnormal. I've also met Anne Hathaway, and that was abnormal. I've been to Kylie Jenner's house, and that was abnormal. So yes, this is abnormal, but then the way people reacted to how abnormal it was wasn't the way I was taking it. Like for example, some days, very rare occasion. When I say very rare, very rare. Like of course if something bad happens, I will be sad, but a very rare occasion, you will find me sad and down and you know, I have to do something or be something, and people like, "Oh Orry, but how can you be sad? Like you're Orry, like look at your life." Like I was like, yes, but I am Orry. So to me, I am just me. Like you may see me as Orry and look at the life he's living, but I am Orry. So in my shoes, in my body, in my life, I am me. So there are days I can wake up feeling ugly. There are days I can wake up feeling sad. There are days I can be unhappy or ungrateful for the things that I have. But I am living my life, right? I am in my shoes. So to me, the things that you may see I have, but to me, these are the normal things. This is my life. Like I am Orry, and I can wake up unhappy, and I can wake up not happy with the way things have gone. And to you, you look at my life and be like, "Wow, it's so amazing," blah, blah, blah. But I am me in my shoes, right? Very rare occasion that you'll find me on a sad day, but it can happen. But yeah, so again, when people were like, "Wow," like people really went crazy, I was like, okay, yes, I get it.
Right. So talking about right place in life, we see that you travel a lot, and you've traveled to a lot of places, Europe, America, even India. A lot of parts you've been to. What's a place that you love to travel to frequently?
The place I travel to the most frequently is London. I split my time between Bombay and London. So if you want to do the math and ask like the honest answer is I go to London the most.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of other places I love that I wish I could keep revisiting. Like how I said, I visited Kodaikanal after 11 years. One of my best, favorite, most trips in life was my trip to Punjab. I've said this before.
Since we're talking about places, we want to know about your go-to places. What's your go-to place for relaxing in Mumbai itself?
Like this library cafe experience to me was a relaxing experience.
Yeah, but you can't do that often.
I mean to say, like I can do it often, but to me that's the level of relax. If you have to relax and you're calming down, that is where I'm calming down to. I'm not going to other things. I'm not looking to yoga and meditate and medicate and I don't know, all of that. Like I just don't. Like I feel like relaxing is a waste. And it's important to a lot of people, but for me it's a waste of time. I'm sure many people need to relax or deal with their stress with relaxing, but I don't need to relax.
Right.
Like when people say, "Oh, we need to detox," I was like, I need to retox. Retoxicate me immediately. I don't have time to waste. Like you're not going to find me sitting at home with my feet up and the TV on or something.
No.
I'm not sitting and listening to music and doing nothing. That's not me.
So what's chilling for you?
Time cannot be wasted.
You don't like to chill?
This is chilling.
This is chilling.
I am chilled right now.
Oh wow.
Yes. And I don't like sleeping also because I feel when you're sleeping, you're wasting even more time. Yes, you need to sleep. So sleep as much as you need to, but if you sleep more than you have to sleep, you're wasting your time being awake or alive in your life. Like let's say my life is like awake for like X amount of hours a day and then I spend too much time sleeping, I'm wasting my time because I love my reality so much, so I want to be part of that.
I got it.
Like I feel like when I'm asleep, I missed out on the things I could have done. So I would like to be awake longer and sleep just as much as I need to sleep. So I can be awake to enjoy my life and be enjoying my life.
Very nice. What would you say is your go-to place for partying?
Actually, there are many places. Actually, if you're thinking of Bombay, actually, okay, we're not counting house parties, we're counting outgoing places.
Yeah.
So growing up, me and my friends would do Olive Thursday. Olive Thursday was like the place to be for me and my friend group, and I've gone with so many friends and we've had so many memories there and made new friends, and the crowd was always great and the music was always great and the party was always fun, and I've gone with so many different friend groups over the years. People come and go. I mean, I have all my friends with in that Olive experience, people have entered, exited, we've all come together, blah, 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 blah. I first liked the idea of Olive because someone once told me, oh yeah, I miss the days Kareena Kapoor used to go out and look hot and get photographed at parties. And I was like, where was she going? So I was like, you know, the bar night at Olive on Thursday. And I just had this visual of Kareena and her hot gang of girls like walking out of Olive, like looking sexy and getting pictured. And I was like, I must have this experience. I need to be Kareena Kapoor exiting Olive. And so we went to Olive and it was great. I met the manager, this one, that one, she's amazing. And so we've always been going to Olive Thursdays, now less than before just because we've a little grown up.
Yeah.
On a Friday or Saturday, Bastion on the top is banging.
Yeah.
Sometimes in Bastion and Bandra as a bar night, it's banging. The Nines where I had the Orry party. Why did I have the Orry party there? Because I happened to have been at a few parties there.
Yeah.
And they were amazing. The music is amazing. The place lends itself to such a fun night out. Their in-house DJ is amazing.
And the place is beautiful also.
The place is beautiful, no doubt. But see, a place can be beautiful, but it has to like give. It has to give something. It has to give that energy and that vibe. It has to allow the party to grow and happen.
Give
and
good
so
vibes.
I feel the Nines does that. Bastion definitely. I mean, Bastion's like the most easiest answer to say. And Olive. For me, if I'm thinking of going out, I'm thinking of those three places. I don't know if I'm thinking of other places. But sometimes I feel I do this funny activity recently that I just go out alone to random places. And I know people there will know who I am.
Right.
And no one will suspect that I came alone. So I just show up alone and random people start talking to me. And you know, if I like you, I'll start talking back because I talk to anyone who talks to me, be it a fan, a friend, whatever.
Okay.
And they'll think, oh, his friends are somewhere here and he's just wandering around and we found him. And you know, so I'll just go out and enjoy the attention these strangers are giving me and I'll give it back to them. And I made like some really good friends that way. And no one will suspect that I've just gone out alone with my attention. Like me and the attention people give me have gone out together. And I've just, no one will even know that I showed up alone. So, you know, like people are like, oh, who are you going to this party with or who are you going to? I was like, oh, I could just be there alone, you'll never know.
That's a new thing.
Yeah, like
next time maybe I spot you, I'll just come up to you and start talking.
It's very normal. And also when I go somewhere, I usually go to, like, if it's a known place and I already know many friend groups will be there. So each group will think, oh, he came with that group or with this group or with this group because I'm very social. But actually, I just showed up. I was bored and I just came up, you know.
Wow.
Or I'll go to a really weird random place that you'd never expect to see me at. And again, no one will suspect I came alone.
Wow. And what would you say is your go-to place for a nice meal?
If I'm breaking, I don't do cheat meals, but if I'm breaking my lifestyle diet, I'm going to Bastion. I know exactly what I like to eat there and I order those 10 items and maybe I have a bite of each thing and not finish anything and my friends will yell at me or someone will think I'm wasting, but I'll give the food away, it's fine. But that's where I'm going if I'm looking for a wholesome meal to put into my stomach.
What do you usually order? Maybe our audiences can try
Malaysian or Mongolian. It's Malaysian or Mongolian noodles with chicken, that's one. It's the Kung Pao tofu, that's my favorite thing. It's the crab thermidor that comes with these little toasts, since you take it and you like, make it into like a little toast as if you've like put your, you know, whatever, and then you eat that. And then it's the butter garlic crab that comes with these really cute little buns. They look like little bums and like you can just squish it, like you put it in your face and just squish your face into it. That's really yummy. Then we order like a few more things for the friends, but these are my main items there.
So guys, do try them out next time you're at Bastion.
Yeah. Or I'm eating at Janvi and Khushi's house and I'll pretend I've not eaten dinner at home, I'm not have my dinner at home as well. I'm like, oh, I've come for dinner, but I'll actually like it's either a paneer, it's the paneer bhurji that they make at their house, but sometimes they put a lot of chili in it, or they don't put chili, and I have a sensitive stomach, because John will be like, no, there's no chili in it, and I'll eat it, and my mouth will be on fire, but the day that they make it for me, meaning no spice at all, it's really delicious. It's really, 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 really yummy.
So, talking about, you were mentioning house parties are also a thing where you head a lot to. Who do you think throws the best house parties?
I've been to many amazing house parties, but now to really think of a party that to me was out of the box, I would like to say Tara Sutaria, an unexpected answer, but another unexpected answer. Maybe it's not an unexpected answer, Suzanne Khan. If Susie has a party, I am not missing that party. I can assure Suzanne Khan that I will arrive to anything she has at her house. I love a party with a good theme. If you tell me the party has a theme and a dress code, you've like turned me on as hell, because now we have a reason to dress up and we have things to plan and we have work to do. Right. You know, and Tara Sutaria will have these funny themes at her parties, like her birthday was called prom night. And my whole costume, I was going as the chaperone at the party. Because you know, like, there are different people. There's a prom king, this, that, everyone's in suits. And it was really sad because I came from a set. So I didn't have time to pick up my chaperone outfit. But I told her, like, I'm coming as the principal, the chaperone at the prom. But I loved that theme. And then another party she had was, she was having a Christmas party, but now she's made it a vintage Christmas. So it's not your regular Christmas, you have to dress all vintagey. And so I'd worn this like neck scarf and a little hat, and that was a really fun party. And Suzanne Khan's parties, that woman has thought of everything. Like, you know, if you're like ironing a shirt and you iron each corner and it's crisp and like that's her party. Everything has been aligned and thought of, and it's just like
flawless.
It's such a fun party every time. Like the music, the decor at a party is important because then you're not just in a house, you're in a decorated house. And Suzanne Khan really knows how to decorate. She once had this party called the Alter Ego Party. It was called the Alter Ego Party and it was right around Halloween. And so it was kind of like and I just loved that party. My gosh, I've gone to that party and of course everyone dressed up, but I took it a bit too seriously because Halloween is my thing. And so I've come as Frankenstein. So I've worn this bodycon t-shirt with this belt print, you know, because he's like in a straight jacket over, so like belt print, and my face is green, like face paint, and my eyes are like dark, and I've worn the knobs, like it's been glued to my neck, you know, the bolts. And I've come for her party, and I did look scary. And I bumped into Shweta Bachchan, who's my friend's mom, so I should say auntie, but for the course of the interview, I'll say Shweta Bachchan. And she's like, oh, Orry, why are you so scary? And I was like, I just wanted to feel young. And you know, it's a Halloween party, alter ego party. It really spooked her.
When you mentioned alter ego, I was like, wow,
it wasn't Halloween, it was the alter ego party, come as your other self. And my other self was a monster that had been created by a bunch of doctors, but you know what, it applies to me. Because people are like, oh, he's like an industry plant, he's been created. I was like, yes, let's play into it. I'm Frankenstein tonight. And I'm sure I spooked everyone. If you see the picture of me at that party, I had full green, black eyes and bolt screws coming out of my neck. And imagine so much fun to dress up, getting ready for the party with the makeup person was fun, coming to the party, the pictures of the party, the decor, like, and what a theme, the alter ego party.
Wow, what a way to put your thought into it.
And that's what I'm saying, the whole creativity that you could put into a party with a theme.
Right. So moving on, when we talk about good vibes, you get a lot of good vibes from getting the right mood also. How you mentioned that, you know, sometimes in a party, let's say, you set a mood by the music, the theme, the food. How can, you know, general public, they can get the right mood to get those good vibes from their friends or whoever they want to talk to?
Try to leave your problems at the door. You know, try to leave like your over emotions at the door and strong opinions behind. Like, bring that later at the time and place. If you're at a party and you're looking for a good vibe or even a social setting, just don't bring all of that there. That's like immediate downer, because everyone has a life and everyone has stress and everyone has problems, and when you've chosen to come out and enjoy yourself, you don't need someone else's attitude or stress or anxiety or problems bringing you down, or someone irritating you and being needy and like, oh, like, that's like your clear cut, no, people aren't gonna like that. Like, you've come to have a good time, have a good time. Make sure you're having a good time, put that on other people too.
Wow. You mentioned about being a liver also. How can someone become a liver?
I'm a liver. You really need to just live. You cannot be mundane where you're doing the same. I mean, even if you have a 9-to-5 job and you need it, you can still be a liver. In those free hours of the day, don't come home and just watch TV or sit on Netflix or cozy up and boost yourself, give yourself that extra energy to accomplish and to squeeze those few free hours into doing your best. See, being a liver, you have to think for the future. In 10 years, if someone asks you something and you like, oh, did you do this? Have you ever done this? Have you watched this? You have to be able to say yes. It's not about just saying yes in the moment. It's about being able to say yes to things. You're not preparing for a questionnaire 10 years later, but you should be able to just say yes. Have you done this? Yes. Have you done that? Of course I have. I'm a boy who has lived. I have lived my life. Yes, you only love Orry, but you only live once. Zindagi sirf ek hai. So like, you're not going to be able to do it again. You are not going to be this young again. So if you don't do it today, when will you do it? Right?
Exactly.
I got the call for Big Boss and I didn't have much time to say yes. But if I didn't do it then, when would I have done it? And you don't know if things will go good or bad until you do it. Sure, it could have backfired in my face, it could have gone terribly, but it didn't. But I would have never known. And I always said before Big Boss also, the liver thing had come out before, and I'd been saying it for years before. I'd been saying it for maybe 2 years, I've been saying I'm a liver, just never in a public platform. And I thought I was a liver, and then I went into the Big Boss house. It's like, no, now I'm definitely the next level of liver because I'm doing new things, and
Exactly.
this is everyone at some point in their life needs to go into the Big Boss house. Sure, I had the opportunity to go for just 24 hours, and that was my deal. I was there for a day and a half, but what an experience! You have to have these experiences. You have to have them.
Wow. We, as a viewer, we wanted to see more of you in the Big Boss house.
I know I got that a lot, but I didn't have the time because, like I said, I'm a liver. I don't have the, like, you know what, there's so many things I have to do. I don't have the time to do the same Big Boss for, many days in a row. The other day I did a cameo in a Hollywood film. I can't say which one, but it's my Hollywood debut.
Oh, wow.
And they loved me so much on set that they offered me a role. They said, don't just do a cameo. Come again.
Oh, wow.
We'll extend the,
character.
and I was like, guys, I can't. I really would love to, really would love more screen time, but I can't because I have things to do and places to be and a life to live. I cannot sign away my time to doing the same. Now I've done the cameo, I'm in the movie, I've experienced what it's like to be on a film set in London, etc. And I told my mom, I was like, my mom was like, why didn't you take it? You should have taken it. It's a good film, whatever. And I was like, no, mom, I can't. I don't have such time. I have things to do and places to be and events to attend and people to meet. And my mom was like, Orry, you say you're a liver, but you've not got the full experience of acting on a UK set and being an actor. And I was like, mother, you are not wrong, but you are not right either. I don't got time for this. I stuck by that. I was like, I can't give the same thing. Can't go back to, and also I hate film sets. You know, people think it's very glamorous, and it is glamorous to be famous. That it is. But the actual work is not glamorous. You are on a set. You do have to fit that role every day. You're taking the character home. The public opinion that sits on you never ends. You go home, you're still a celebrity. The public opinion matters. And also there's so many wires. There are so many wires on a film set, and you could just trip and die. Like, what if you just trip? Like the other day I was walking, I almost tripped over a wire, and my security like kind of grabbed me, and I was like, thank freaking God, because why are there so many wires around? And that's really something I think the film industry needs to tackle, is the wire problem. There are just too many wires. And would you want to be when you travel and you take out your bag and there's your laptop charger and iPhone charger and your earphones all tangled up, are you happy about that? Now imagine an entire set full of that.
Now we're getting it. Now we're getting the picture. It's
so I was like, mother, I will not do another day of this. I enjoyed my experience. I got my picture. I got my cameo. I took a picture of the director and the co-stars. I'm out.
Yeah, I want to live vicariously only.
Exactly. Yes.
Right. Talking about these memories, we have another picture which I found personally very unique because when I think of Orry, I don't see you doing such things also.
What is?
This is you at a Dahi Handi.
Yes.
On a Janmashtami.
Yes, this is. What an experience. Wow. So this was, and I'll tell you exactly which year, I think 2019. I want to say 2019 or 18 or 19, quite a while ago. I can tell by my size. I was very skinny when I climbed the top.
Right.
I was in Shirdi.
Okay.
I'd gone on a trip to Shirdi. I just moved back from college, so my parents really pressured me. They're like, we're going to Shirdi, we're taking a family trip, the three of us. My brothers were still in the States, so it was just the three of us. And we went to Shirdi, and it was Janmashtami. And they were doing, what is it called?
Dahi Handi.
Dahi Handi. And so my dad said, will you climb? And I was like, of course I will. Why would I?
Yeah.
It is my dream to climb this pyramid and reach the top and break the matka. And that's what I did. And I used to do gymnastics in school, so we had done those pyramids, and I'd been on, I was
so
always
you did this
tiny.
without practice?
Yeah, this was no practice. It wasn't that high, it was maybe 1, 2, 3 or 4, so it wasn't too bad. But I'd done gymnastics, firstly I was very light at this point of time.
Yeah.
And as a kid I did gymnastics, I was usually the tiniest. Anyways, I did it, I broke it, and I was like, you best get the picture, because there's only one matka. So I was like, Papa, if you don't get that picture, we're wrapping up this trip and we're going back home. And he got the picture and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And so we continued our trip where we went to Devlali. Do you know Devlali? It's in Nasik. We had a family home there, so we went there, and one day Shirdi, one day Devlali, and came back.
Wow.
That was the story behind this picture.
So talking about good vibes, you get a lot of good vibes from the right things that you do. How you mentioned, living is about doing the things, certain things in life. So what all experiences would you like to recommend to our audience that they should be doing some things in their life?
I don't know if an activity can give you a good vibe. It's not a thing to give you a vibe, it's an activity.
Right.
If you're asking me what could calm me down and put me in a good mood, if I'm not in a good mood, I like watching haircut videos. So I follow random barbers on Instagram, and I'll just keep watching the reels of them cutting hair and doing fades, or like these barbers braiding people's hair, and I just get really feel really satisfied watching that, and that passes my time and really calms me down. But it doesn't give me good vibes, scrolling, looking at the reels of haircuts. Isn't
Yeah. What else do you see on your Insta reels? What kind of content do you consume?
So I like to consume my own content. I usually open my phone just to look at myself. I don't really I look at my friends' stuff because they're my friends and I follow them. But if you're asking my feed, my natural explore page, what I'm searching for, I'm not searching for anything. When I usually open my phone, I'm opening my phone to look at myself. But between 5 to 8 in the morning, in bed, when I'm on the reels page, swiping through because I have nothing better to do, and whatever, and maybe I'm editing a video and I'll take a break and watch reels or something like that. It's not that I'm watching the reels, I'm actually interacting, so I'm commenting on them. So that's my activity. I'm not sitting and watching the reels. No, I'm commenting, I'm advising or complimenting, and that's the activity. It could be on anything.
Your fashion sense is absolutely amazing. So how do you plan your looks? Do you have certain things in mind, or that baggy goes with skinny, or what? How do you plan it?
So I shop a lot. I buy many things. I am a loose and generous shopper. I have like I said before, I have the amount I budget a month, and I'm generous with that budget. It's a good, healthy amount for me to spend. And so in that, I do what I want with it. When it actually comes to putting together the look, I don't do it myself. There's one of my staff members at home, his name is Janat. I will say, I'm going out and kapda ready rakho, and he will decide, and he's usually 9 out of 10 times right. Sometimes I'll be like, nahi. But otherwise, he'll do it. Or if I'm putting it together, he'll be there to say, Baba haan, nahi Baba na. So I take his opinion very seriously, because that's what's actually worked till today. Even this outfit was selected by him. And that's his thing. He takes care of my closet, and my bag has to be packed. He packs the bag, yeah.
Right. And another thing that we wanted to know is that we love the iPhone covers that you always have.
Yeah.
We've seen the Pap spotting it. We've seen in your pictures, on your stories. Where do you usually shop them from?
I have an assistant in the UK. He's my number 2, also my very good friend. His name's Roman. So one day my phone case was falling apart, and he was like, Orry, I saw your phone case is falling apart. I'm anyways going to the Apple store, I'll buy your cover. So I was like, yeah, please get me a cover. He sent me some picture options, and I was like, they were boring as fuck. And I was like, you know me, I'm not a boring person. I was like, Roman, these are really boring. I need cases that will make headlines. And I said it just as a funny line, so he would understand what I meant. And he was like, okay, Orry, say no more. And the next he's come with some 20 phone cases and all these. I was like, oh my God, wow, you really read my personality. Because it wasn't actually about making headlines. That was the statement I said. But in Orry language, when I say I need to make headlines, I didn't actually think I was going to make headlines with it. I just meant it has to be cool and loud and part of who I am. If you're going and buying me a phone case, buy something cool. So he would buy so many cases, and he really became the phone case stylist. I could probably frame those phone cases, and they're not they're not hardy, they're delicate cases, and then he has some weird ones, and he has ones with these realistic eyes coming out, and he's given me all these lovely phone cases. And then I realized I love changing my phone case with my outfit. I'm happy, I'm not starting a phone case brand. I don't want to sell things. That was always been my MO in life. I'm not looking to sell anything, but I'm happy if something I'm doing is making someone else happy. And they've started using fun phone cases and it's livened up their day, and if the shop person's making sales, great.
Coming to the last question of the segment, what would you say is that one thing that you're yet to do?
Oh, there's no one thing. There's 100,000 things that I'm yet to have. I have too many things left to do. So recently I did the Orry party, but the next Orry event per se that I'm trying to plan, now again I'm going to dump it on Kim, is the Orry Express. Because the other day I was following some boy from Kerala, randomly found him on Instagram, now we're great friends. Never met, but we're internet friends, we're a pen pal, whatever. And he put up some story of a bus, and the bus had a bed up and a bed down, and a bed up and a bed, a row of, up and down beds. And I was like, what is this? Because it's not a train, because I just took a train to Kodaikanal. I've been on an Indian train, I know how it looks, and this is not the train. And he was like, that's a bus. And I was like, how is there a bed on the bus? Can you explain to me how there is a bed on it? He's like, Orry, it's a sleeper bus.
Sleeper bus.
And they have 40 beds on the bus. And I was like, what are you saying? What do you mean you can fit 40 beds on a bus.
Bus.
How does the bus turn? Where does it go? And I like screenshotted his story and I've sent it to Kim and I was like, Kim, I want to have an Orry event called the Orry Express where we rent this bus and we start in one city and end up in some mountain somewhere like Delhi to Dehradun or somewhere to Manali or Spiti Valley, because people keep showing up on my Instagram in Spiti Valley and I have no idea what it is, but it looks really cool. And I want this bus and we're going to sell 30 tickets, and with the ticket comes an Orry t-shirt and an Orry night suit. So on the day we wear the t-shirts and the night we wear the night suits, and I'll take security and I'll take a videographer and I'll be there, and me and all my Orrys will go on this Orry Express and we'll brand the bus with Orry logo and we'll go from this city to this hill station and we'll do the Orry Express and we'll reach there on this 2-day trip and have this dinner. And she never replied to me, and like a week later I was like, hi Kim. She was like, oh, are you serious? And I was like, of course I'm freaking serious. I want to do the Orry Express. Like, how can I not do this? Like, this bus. And my friends are not going to go on a bus trip with me. So of course I'm going to have to find people who will. So of course they have to be the fans who will be happy to be on a bloody bus with me for 2 days. Like, wow, who knew there was a bed on the bus? I bunk beds on a bus. Wow. Of the technology and how few, like, people are saying, oh, we've done AI, but I'm like, babe, we have double-decker buses with 40 beds in this. Like, that is the next experience I am after. So one day I will tell my grandkids, you know, there was an Orry Express and I took 30 people and there were 40 beds on this bus and there's an up bed and a down bed and we all been, and you know, and we'll all be then we'll reach Spiti Valley and I'll make this reel with all of them and I'll be like, ye mein hai aur ye mera bus hai aur yahan hamaara phavi ho gaya hai, and I'm just like so excited to make this bloody reel with all these people in Orry t-shirts and Orry night suits on the Orry bus going to God knows where we'll go on this bus. But like, what an exciting, like, you know what I mean, just keep an eye out. So at some point you'll see the Orry Express start getting advertised in places, and I'll vet the people. Obviously, we can't have some murderer on a bus with us, but yes.
Yeah, what an interesting pitch. I'm sure.
But who knew?
This.
And imagine if I'm just thinking, if I didn't find this boy on Instagram, and if I didn't follow him, and if he didn't follow me, so I continued to follow him, and I didn't unfollow him a week later, and I didn't see his story because I don't watch other people's content so much, I would have lived my whole life. Not knowing that we had this double-decker 40 people sleeper bus. And how can you be a boy who has lived, if you didn't even know a bus like this existed?
Right. All right. With that, we've come to the end of this episode. We had a great time. We absolutely had a blast talking to you.
A total blast.
Total blast. And this is something that I'm going to personally cherish for a long time. Thank you so much. We had a great time. Anything you'd like to tell to our audience?
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Keep that in mind, guys. Remember, golden words. Thank you so much for your time, Orry. We had a blast. If you also enjoyed watching us, make sure you like, share and subscribe to Things to Do. If you could also tell the audience.
I don't tell audiences to do that.
Okay, my bad. No problem. No worries, guys. If you enjoyed watching us, make sure you like, share and subscribe to Things to Do. Till then, good vibes dhoondte jao aur good life paate jao. Tada! Right, so when we talk about good vibes, guys, we're rolling, right? Any issue? Okay, we'll continue. Lovely.
Oh, but you forgot. You can't have a good vibe without a good attitude.
Oh, yes.
It's not just the place and the people, it's also you. Time wasted will never come back. You cannot pay any money or even sell your kidney. You will not get that time back. No, not even. People just don't realize that. They're just continuing as if they're not.
Yeah, what am I doing here?
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? I didn't even know. I was like, wow, okay. Experience. I'm a boy who has lived.